Hey everybody, it's Joyce at Bayou Tarot with a little Lagniappe, and tonight I will be introducing you to the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot cards. And I'm just going to give like a little brief how you do with these particular cards. Okay, so I'm going to move the camera. Not this way, this way. Okay. And what I have laid out here is the major arcana of these voodoo cards. Okay, these tarot cards, which these cards are different from the Rider-Waite style of tarot. They're very unique, individualistic, if you know what I mean. These cards, I want to say, and I hope I'm saying this correctly, the understanding that I get, you can sort of use them in the same way that you use a regular tarot deck. However, these cards are connected to the Loa, and for those of you who are very familiar with Santeria and Voodoo, you will be able to, work these cards however you like. A lot of practitioners use them ritualistically. They can be done just for readings. However, it could be a few little stipulations with that, meaning you may have to, the best practice is there is a reading in there, a very short reading example to show you if an offering will be necessary, which one of the Loas you will be working with in doing a reading, and if you need to make a sacrifice to the Loa. And basically it's a brief reading to know who and what, who you're working with and what sacrifice, if any, is needed. None of the sacrifices include blood. Okay. And there is a list of the Loa and, what they like, what types of offerings to give them. And you may have to burn a piece of your hair, offer flowers, a certain food item, that type of a thing. But they also have something like a disclaimer in there during, while you're reading the book, to say, basically this deck was created to bring those who practice the religion of Voodoo and the religion of Santeria, who are connected to these deities and the Loa and like the Orisha, to bring them closer together, to have a stronger bond, or perhaps a newer level of communication or whatnot, a different form of communication. But basically that was the purpose of their creation. So anyway, as you know, I bought this in New Orleans. I had this on my video I had a few weeks back now, my witchy haul to New Orleans, and where I picked up this deck from the Island of Salvation Botanica, owned and run by Sally Ann Glassman, who is an ordained voodoo high priestess and who did the artwork for this tarot deck. You can find the deck on Amazon. It is much more expensive on Amazon. If you wanted this deck, I'm going to show you the box again. Make sure you know which one it is. It is the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot. Okay. And it came out a few years back, and it is by Louis Martinet and Sally Ann Glassman. She did the artwork, like I said. Anyhow, she has a website for the Island of Salvation Botanica where, you know, you should be able to purchase these, because I bought these in her shop from her, and pretty damn decent price, really. On Amazon, it's like double. You know, it's ridiculous. Anyhow, let's get to it. So what I have laid out here is the major arcana, and anybody wanting to use this deck, please, if you are not familiar with the Loa, the Orisha, please read this book regardless. Read it before you use them. Best advice I can give you, and wise advice, okay? This is not a tarot deck for a beginner. This is not a tarot deck for someone, excuse me, who does not have knowledge of some kind regarding voodoo, regarding Santeria, okay? Please be safe in everything you do. Educate yourself on this tarot deck. Remember, this is a divination tool. Tarot is connecting you with spirit. Okay? And please just, you know, heed my advice. Do what you want. Do you. That's cool. I'm just letting you know. Read it. Educate yourself. Find out about it before you do it. If you are indeed a bit green in the gills regarding voodoo, New Orleans voodoo, and the religion of Santeria. Remember, voodoo is a religion. Santeria is a religion. Okay? Please, be mindful. Okay, so I have notes here because, you know, at first, when I first opened the box and looked at it, I'm like, what in the hell is this? You know, I'm like, what did I buy? So, because they are very different. And so I have my notes, okay, that I had made. I wrote everything down to give me, you know, I had to have it organized, you know, relatable to what I am used to, even, you know, what I'm used to looking at. I mean, it's just, to me, it's common sense. You're going to write notes to yourself, you know, trying to make sense of it all so you could do what you need to do. I don't know if I will use these in any readings. Okay? But I just wanted to show you guys exactly what I have here. I may use them for readings. I may not. I may only use them for specific private readings. I do not think I will use them publicly as far as on YouTube. So, I may change my mind. Who knows? Anyhow, so, Major Arcana. The World Egg actually represents the Fool card. You know, this is the Fool in what would be, you know, the Rider-Waite tradition. And that's, you know, what people are more relatable to, so that's how I'm going to describe it. So this is the World Egg. Okay. And some of the definitions are similar to the Rider-Waite. You know, it's just a little bit wording that's different. They worded it, have some wordings that are different. Some of the definitions are a little off. You know, it's a little different, but not much. You know, it's most of it, I'd say 95% in my opinion. It's just different wording, but means the same thing to me. Okay? All right. This is Dr. John. This would be the Magician. Then we have Marie Laveau, who is the High Priestess. Okay. Let me fix this. All right, then we have, now I may pronounce some of these words incorrectly because some of them I have never seen before. Azian is the Empress. Okay. Loco is the Emperor. The Master of the Head is the Hierophant. Marasa is the Lovers. Dance is the Chariot. Possession is the Strength card. Kuche is the Hermit. The Market is the Wheel of Fortune. Secret Societies, that's the Justice card. Zombie is the Hangman. Lemur is the Death card. Tibanage is Temperance. Courrier Le Mardi Gras is the Devil card. Deluge is the Tower. Zitule is the Star. Magic Mirror is the Moon. Gros is, oh my gosh, what is that? The Sun. This is the Sun card. The Ancestors is the Judgment card. Carnival is the World. And Les Barons is the Wild card. They have a Wild card. Okay, and that's all of the major arcana. Okay. Next, what I'm going to show you are the 4 suits. And let me make sure I'm still recording here because earlier this stupid thing, I'd actually recorded this earlier. And for some reason it cut off. And that's not the first time it's done that. I don't know what the problem is. Anyhow, I'm just making sure we're still on. Alright, I know my hair looks like a hot ass mess. It's that wind out there and that heat. It's just, it makes me nuts. So, alright. Getting back to business here. Okay, so we're going to start with the wands, the fire elements, which is represented by Petro. And on all the wand cards, the fire element cards, you're going to see a flame with Petro. Okay. These are all, like, it would represent wands in traditional tarot. Okay. So the Ace of Wands is Damballa Le Flambeau. The 2 of Wands would be Nanan, let's see, Nanan Bouclou Le Flambeau. This would be Guida Le Flambeau. Le Flambeau. And that is the 3 of Wands. I apologize. All right, the 4 of Wands would be Ague La Flambeau. The 5 of Wands would be Ogun La Flambeau. The 6 of Wands would be Legba La Flambeau. The 7 of Wands is Urzuli La Flambeau. The 8 of Wands is Simbi La Flambeau. The 9 of Wands is Massa La Flambeau. The 10 of Wands is Azaka La Flambeau. Okay, the King of Wands is Hungan. The Queen of Wands is Mambo. The Knight of Wands is Laplace. And the Page of Wands is Hunsis. And I don't know why. My throat chakra gives me so much trouble sometimes when I'm trying to communicate certain things. Okay, so we're going to the water element, which is represented by the Congo. The water is the Congo. And we're still running. And yeah, we are. I know my hair always looks like shit when I'm online, but guess what? It's because I put it up. It's so hot. Okay, so here we are. All right. The Ace of Cups is Aida Wedo. That's the Ace of Cups. The Two of Cups is Grand Abu, or something like that. Is Grand Ibo or Abu? I think it's Ibo, but that's the Two of Cups. The Three of Cups is Mama Brigitte. The Four of Cups is La Baline. The Five of Cups is Ogun. The Six of Cups is Shalabo. I think that's how you say Shalabo or Shilabo. I can't say the rest very well. But this is the Six of Cups. The Seven of Cups is La Serene. The Eight of Cups is Simbi. The Nine of Cups is Madame La Lune. The Ten of Cups is Grand Bois. The King of Cups is Hungan. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to say it. The Queen of Cups is Mambo. The Knight of Cups is Laplace. Excuse me. And the Page of Cups is Hunsis or Hunses. That was the water element. Okay. And this is what the cards look like on the cover there. Okay. That is a voodoo symbol. All right. So the next element will be the air, swords, the air, element of air, which is represented by Radha. Okay. So we're still on, yes. So the Ace of Swords is Dambala Wedo. The Two of Swords is Nanan Buglu. Buklu. Nanan Buklu. The Three of Swords is, and I know I'm saying this wrong, but I'm trying to, Geta or Guida. I think it's Geta. Guida or Geta. This is an actual language. I want to say hoodooists, people who practice hoodoo, hoodoo with an H, not voodoo. Voodoo is a religion. Hoodoo is not a religion, it is a practice. And I want to say that there are those who still speak Geta or Gueda. I think it's Geta. Anyhow, this is the Three of Swords. Okay, Agwe is the Four of Swords. Ogun is the Five of Swords. Legba is the Six of Swords. Urzuli is the Seven of Swords. The Eight of Swords is Simbi. The Nine of Swords is Masa. The 10 of Swords is Azaka. The King of Swords is Hugan. Mambo is the Queen of Swords. La Place is the Knight of Swords. Huncis or Huncis is the Page of Swords. Okay. The last of our suits is the Earth element, Pentacles, Earth, represented by Santeria. And you will see Santeria here on all the Earth cards, which are actually Pentacles in traditional tarot. So, and this is where the Orishas are. Excuse me. The Ace of Pentacles, and I'm going to try my hardest to say this correctly, à la Dumère, or à la Dumère, à la Dumère. Okay, that's how I'm saying it. The Ace of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is Alofi. Alofi. The Three of Pentacles is Oya. Oya is the Three of Pentacles. Obatala is the Four of Pentacles. Ogun is the Five of Pentacles. Ilegua is the Six of Pentacles. Oshun is the Seven of Pentacles. Shango is the Eight of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is Yemaya. The Ten of Pentacles is Oshi. The King of Pentacles is Santero. The Queen of Pentacles is Santera. The Knight of Pentacles is, I want to say it's Oriate. And the Page of Pentacles is Yagu. I think it's Yagu. Yagua or Yagu. Not exactly sure how to pronounce it. So, I try. I do try to pronounce everything correctly, especially when I'm not sure. Some of that, I'm really not sure how to pronounce it. And I apologize for my voice. I don't know what the problem is, but sometimes my throat gets choked up when I'm doing a reading or when I'm doing some type of, any type of spiritual work. Not always, but that's when it affects me, or when something's going on with a person and I'm around that person and they're lying to me, or something, and I shouldn't say it that way, but it's true. When people aren't being honest with me, my throat chakra chokes me up. When I'm doing things spiritually, sometimes my throat chakra bugs me. So, and it's been fine all day. I mean, it's been fine. So, anyway, so that was, you know, what the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot cards do look like. The suits, that's how they're represented. The major arcana. And, I mean, they're beautiful cards. I do admire the artwork. I respect the deities and the Loa. I do not worship them. And there's nothing wrong with, you know, there's nothing wrong. I have nothing against them. I was not raised worshiping them. I've never, it's only until recent years, like I want to say the past 3 years, that I've even heard of that, when I started hearing about them myself. So I like to research and educate, excuse me, before I act. You know what I mean? I think these are very interesting, especially for practitioners of these religions. I'm sure they'll get great use out of it. You know, they feel to be very powerful cards. They're beautiful cards. The representations of them, I mean, the book is very well written. Very well. And I mean, they're beautiful, but like I said, for people who are very inexperienced in the esoteric arts, the occult, whatever you want to term it, Santeria, voodoo, please do not use this particular tool unless you are familiar, unless you educate yourself or someone teaches you a little bit more about the spirits connected to the cards, the Orisha, and all this. Myself, I feel I need to learn more about these particular Loa and Orisha, and I feel, you know, and I'm cool with that. You know, I'm not in a rush. My cards are here to stay. You know, I think they're great, and I do give respects to, you know, all these religions. I mean, that's fine. You know, you have the right to do what you want. You know, I take a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and I create my own little thing. You know, and I'm going to put these up. I'm going to study more on it. I may never use them. I may use them. Whatever I'm comfortable with at what point in time. But from what I have found, and because when you first receive them and you are unaware of how they're set up and how this, I mean, it can be confusing, y'all. You know, you're not used to that type of layout of card or whatever, you know, and it's not a big deal. You know, that's fine. It's just to find out. So that's the cards, and I think they're great. I think they're beautiful, and the book is pretty good. I mean, it's really full of good information. It gives you a better understanding of a few things, and yeah, if you're interested in them, you know, I would recommend getting them from Sally Ann's shop directly online on her website, Island of Salvation Botanica. It's in New Orleans, and if you're in New Orleans, go over there. You know, look it up online, get the address, and go on over there. But Amazon wants like double the price. It's ridiculous. So anyhow, that's about it for tonight, you guys. Thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. If I can answer them, I will. If I can't, I will research, find an answer, and I will get back to you on that. Like I said, I do not practice hoodoo and voodoo, and I do practice hoodoo. Voodoo and Santeria. Now, some of the things I've done have been derived maybe in particles from this and that and all, but to say actually practice these religions, no, I do not. So yes, I want to be more educated before I fool with something I'm not wholly convinced I know enough of, okay? And that's what I'm going to do before I jump into something that, you know, I don't feel I have the proper control of for whatever reason. I want to know in and out what we're doing before I do it. You know? That's the way you do it. So thank you guys. Have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. You know, please subscribe, like, and share my videos. And even though my hair looks like shit, it's okay. You can still subscribe, like, and share. Okay? All right. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye. Me.